Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of My Scrappy Ideas. This is TinaGale, and today I have a layout with all of the new products that I ordered last month from My Scraps and More. This is the Jelly Bean Soup Summer Red Raspberry Collection, and I absolutely adore this paper. It is so pretty, and the colors are just right up my alley. So I have two photos today in the 4x6, and so I'm just going to create some layers to go behind them to build everything up from. And so usually when I start doing that, I kind of lay my photos out on the paper and kind of make a mark as to where I want to do the cuts. I don't really measure. I'm just eyeballing, how much paper I want. And so I knew this first background, I wanted a little bit more paper to the right and to the bottom. And then I'm going to go to the second layer, this light colored flower pattern, and I wanted the same thing, only I wanted more space to the top and then to the right. So I wanted it just a little bit bigger. So I'm just laying it on there and kind of making a notation and then going to cut my paper. And then I've got this kind of teal background with the raspberries, and I just wanted a strip to go down so that I can build a vertical strip going down the paper. So I just needed to make a mark about how wide that I want it. So that's kind of how I work when I build up papers and different layers and stuff. I don't really have any idea about measurements. I'm just eyeballing. So I'm going to cut that, and then I need something to go across horizontally. And so I go to the back of that raspberry paper, and it's a stripe that pulls all of the colors back in together. So I always like to, when I purchase my paper, I always like to purchase some kind of stripe like this so that I can create borders and pull everything together. And so if you missed it, I did a haul video last month when I ordered all of this and all the embellishments, and then also the crepe paper line that I bought to go along with it to stretch it and everything. So be sure to go back and check out that haul video if you want to see more of this product. And so I'm working on several layouts right now using that haul, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Okay, and then I had purchased this doily print pattern that's part of the Jelly Bean Soup Red Raspberry collection too, and I thought about cutting it to do behind my background, but they weren't quite as big as what I wanted. And so I decided to just hold off, and I would do that on another layout. And so I went to my stash, and I had these doodlebug doilies. And I pulled out a few different colors. You can see I had the pink and the white, and then also the teal, which when I'm looking here right on the camera, that it looks a little bit more blue, and it's not that blue. It matches in with the teal really well. So I just tucked those in behind my paper. And then these are the red raspberry stickers. I have the label stickers. And I'm just pulling off anything that I think will work, just like I normally do, whether if it's words that go with what I'm doing or just the colors and the elements that I want. And so I have this round sticker here, and it has the gold border, and I really liked the saying on it, so I wanted to pull that out. And this sticker sheet is actually from the Crepe Paper Craft Market accent stickers that I purchased in this same haul. But all of the products match really well together. So all of these lines, if you purchase those, you're going to be able to mix and match those really well. And so I'm just taking my Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I'm just going to ink up all of the edges of the papers just to soften them up and kind of antique them up even more. And then I'm going to just start laying all of my papers together and adhering them up. And these two photos are of my daughter and I this last Valentine's Day. And we've both been watching what we eat, trying to eat healthier and to lose a little bit of weight and all of that. And so I work for Weight Watchers, and so we follow Weight Watchers. And we count points and do all that. So we had been so good. But we were just counting the days until Valentine's Day because we were going to have a blowout. If you know anything about Weight Watchers, you get weekly allowance splurge points, and we saved them all up, and we had every intention of using every one of them that day. And we probably did. We might have used more, I'm not sure. But We strategically planned where we were going to eat, that we knew was a splurge, and then we wanted dessert. And we finally ended up deciding that we wanted to just come home and make a banana split cake. And we can also, we've already figured out how to skinny it up where it's not as fattening, but it still tastes as good. And so we came home and made our banana split cake, and we're just eating, and we'd go back and get another slice. And we even only made just a small pan. It usually makes a really big pan, but we just made a small pan. And we downed about half of it, and my husband comes in, and I told him that if he wanted it, he'd better eat it because we were just not going to stop. And he's like, just eat it, just do what you want. We're like, no, we don't need to. But we ended up, we did. We finally just ditched our plates. We got forks, and we sat at the bar with our pan of banana split cake, and we just kept eating and gorged until we were pretty sick. Even though it was light, we really lightened it up. It was not near as sweet as what it could have been. But we were just sitting there just cracking up at how silly and goofy we were being to sit and eat like we were eating, but yet we couldn't stop eating it. So we had to snap a picture and stuff. So it was a fun day. And so I'm going to start building up the title. So I've adhered the doilies down and a few little word stickers and the label stickers. And so I decided to use this large wood veneer Celebrate. And it's from Heidi Swapp. And some of the other pieces that I did, some of the embellishments that I'll use later, some of the, like the puffy hearts, they're from Heidi Swapp as well, in case I forget to say that. And so some of the little stickers that I'm doing is that little banner one that I was putting up top, and then I ended up going to the left of the photo, says love. And then I added a pink one that says you and me, and then the little heart off to the left. And then I put happiest moments, and then a little label sticker, which I will put the date on it. And these are the little kind of like puffy heart stickers from Heidi Swapp. So I had 3 different ones, and I played quite a bit moving them around. And all that I'm doing when I'm switching them out and moving them around is just looking at the colors of them and where I need to pick up those colors to pull in with my embellishments so that every little cluster has a good representation of all the different ones, or all the different colors. And then the sticker sheet had some of these little hearts, and so I pulled out a couple of those and end up putting onto the layout. And then that round sticker that I had put up at the top, it says this wonderful, joyable, laughable life. And then the banner on top says so very sweet, because it was very sweet. And then the bottom of these crepe paper stickers has this alphabet that's a burlap alphabet. And so I combined the label stickers along with the alphabet stickers to do a really long title, and it's kind of part of the journaling, or leads into the journaling. And so when you read from top to bottom, it's celebrate, love it, this wonderful, joyful, laughable life, so very sweet. And then counting the days to banana split cake. This is real life, just a little crazy, but this was so fun. So I just combined all of it so that I could kind of tell a story within it. And so this layout was created for My Scraps and More. This is my challenge today for the Monday Mix It Up. So if you'd like to come along and play with us on the My Scraps and More forum, then my challenge was to mix up your journaling. So mixing it up by adding alphabet stickers, phrase stickers, it could be even the wood veneers, anything that has words and stuff on it that you can combine different forms together to create a title or part of your journaling, then to do that. And to also use your newest product. So this was my latest order from My Scraps and More, so I pulled out all of it to use. And then these little sequins, they are from the Maggie Holmes Confetti collection. And so that was another one from this last haul of those products that I used. And then this is my roller date stamps that I'm just going to add to the bottom. And that's pretty much going to finish up this layout. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to see you over at My Scraps and More. to join us in on the challenge. You can see more information on this layout as well as close-ups, supply list, and all of my other projects that I've done on my blog, tiggerscrapplace.blogspot.com, as well as you can find me on Facebook at My Scrappy Ideas, and I'll have links to my Pinterest and Instagram and all of that information right here at the end, right after all of the still shots. So thanks so much for joining me. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you're not already, you can just hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified when new videos come up. Thanks for watching.